What up?
Hey, what's up, buddy?
This guy. Oh, his mic's not working. He's sexy, but his mic's not working.
Yeah, I can't hear you, B.
Fuck, man.
No,
Now
kind
I can
of.
hear you, but it's like muffled. It sounds like you're in a cave. What the fuck, man? That's all I can hear. You think those glasses would make you smart or something?
Hold on.
Oh, kinda. Oh, he's gone. What's up, dude?
Yeah, not much. Bro, that last trip to Ohio this week just wrecked me.
Oh yeah, you've been out and about, huh?
Dude, I had such bad sleep like every night. It was so bad.
Really?
Yeah. And like I was fine Monday and Tuesday. I trained really well and crushed that new tech machine for incline presses at American Barbell. Great gym, by the way, in Ohio. And yeah, those 2 nights of being up at like 2 or 3 in the morning on like minimal sleep just fucked me. And
Yeah.
and then I threw up like 3 times on Friday.
No shit.
I don't know what was going on with that, but my appetite was like shit. And yeah. It's been,
That was a great post. I assume that post was created because of your lack of sleep this week.
yeah, and I was literally documenting it exactly, like step by step of what happened. And like I said, even with like sleep physiology and stuff that's studied on it, it's like textbook.
Yeah.
It's
Hello, Brendan. Oh,
I don't even fucking know.
are you on your computer or your phone? Oh, dead air.
Brennan, is the volume up on the computer?
All right, I'm off the screen.
Yeah, you're good.
Still can't really
Uh-oh.
hear you.
Everything's fucking connected.
Now my camera's lagging.
Oh man. You're not lagging to me, Mike. I can see you just fine. You're moving.
Oh,
and
okay, cool.
Yeah.
On my screen, I look like I'm glitching out.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, now it's good.
Yeah.
I can hear you now,
Yeah.
I think. Yeah, that's good.
I can't even hear them. It shows that the microphone's on.
Oh no, we can hear you good now.
Yeah.
Now I can't see that like silver fox face of yours.
Do I still look good on your screen? Because mine's glitching again.
Turn the camera off.
Oh, no, you look pretty handsome there, Mike.
All right, cool.
Your skin's real nice.
Yeah, it's my glow routine. It's a washcloth and water.
That's pretty much all I do.
Oh, okay. Come on, Brendan. I went down to General Fitness today. I trained there for the first time.
Oh, that place is pretty good. I've trained there a handful of times. It's just
Yeah.
so far out of the way for me.
Yeah, I'd never been to Fall River before.
Yeah, you're not missing much.
Yeah, interesting little town. I actually, when we were driving down there, I told Chaz, I was like, isn't like Fall River known for like a lot of like horror movies being shot there? And sure enough,
Yeah.
So that was pretty cool. But yeah, the gym was awesome. We were down there for a posing seminar. That
I figured. Is that the one with Justin Randall and Laura Hathaway, I think, was there?
Yeah.
Did you go up that rickety staircase?
Yes. Yeah. But the gym is really like, it's really well equipped. They were bumping the music in there. It was a good vibe. Got a good chest workout in. That was fun.
Oh, nice.
But needless to say, I mean, not as tired as you, but it was like a 6-hour round trip drive and then a little behind on meals today. And then I got home and did like 3 hours of client work. So it was like little beat today.
Yeah, I don't usually train on Sundays. I trained today.
Oh, yeah.
Which was good. But like my coach has me taking this entire week off from training completely. So
nice.
Just light cardio and my step count.
How do you feel about that?
I want it. I'm glad. Yeah. I officially start prep not this week, but the next week.
Jesus.
There we go.
Oh, yeah.
That's a nice mic.
I didn't know how it worked. Am I echoing on your part?
No.
Okay. So I didn't know how it worked, but I guess you have to have headphones connected to the back of it.
Oh,
There's a way of doing it like wireless and without all that shit. I'll figure it out later, whatever.
yeah. Nice. What'd you do this weekend, Brennan?
Just went to the gym and went out to dinner.
Nice.
So that was pretty much it. I
What'd
had
you get?
Addison, so
What'd you
chilled
get? What'd
with
you
her.
get for dinner?
Steak tips.
Nice.
It's always a good
Yeah, they
combo.
were good.
Yeah.
Steak tips and mashed loaded potato.
Oh, mashed, huh?
Yeah.
I usually do like fries plus mashed. Like I'll do a plate of mashed and a plate
Oh.
of fries.
That's
Okay.
usually what I go to as well. Except
Yeah.
I don't do loaded because I don't like cheese on my potatoes and I don't like sour cream.
Yeah, I'm not a sour cream guy either.
I hate it.
No.
No, not at all.
I also hate cream cheese. I like sour cream and onion potato chips.
Yes.
I like cream cheese frosting. I hate cream cheese. I hate sour cream.
Yeah.
So you won't put cream cheese on a bagel?
No. Fuck no.
Peanut butter?
I'm more of a grass-fed butter type of guy on bagels.
All right.
Nice.
Sesame
do-
seed or everything bagel with just some butter on it, and I'm good. Nice little toast on it.
Every now and then I'll do like a very thin layer of cream cheese on a bagel, but I'm not a big cream cheese guy either. Yeah. Just good butter like you. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Crispy jelly. That's always
Yeah.
Everybody gets mad at Cubs.
Jam over jelly. That's my new thing.
Absolutely. Fruit preserves. That's
That's
when
right.
you really. That's when
I'm
you want
not-
a real classy
I'm not
bitch.
either.
Wait.
I don't do jam or jelly.
Really? What do you-
Look
okay.
at Chris's face. He's
Okay.
like, fuck this guy.
So you go to a diner and they give you toast. What do you put on it?
Nothing.
You just raw dog the toast with butter?
That's it.
Actually,
respect
when I go to breakfast too, I usually just have the butter on there and I'm good.
Yeah.
Because I like to get my eggs over easy, and I like to dip the bread and wipe the plate with the yolk and stuff. And I don't like mixing that salty and savory together. I don't like it.
I said over easy.
Yeah, when I usually do the Ezekiel toast in the morning, I'll do it with Teddy peanut butter on it.
Oh, Brendan. Oh,
What?
Ezekiel toast, and then you add the worst peanut butter in the world on top of it.
Sorry.
Gross.
I love
There's
it.
nothing wrong with Teddy's. I like Teddy's.
No,
Here we
I grew up
go.
I grew up on Teddy's. I grew up on Teddy's unsalted natural peanut butter, and I fucking hate it.
Oh yeah, because you got unsalted.
Unsalted. Yeah, that's why, dude.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
it's
got
gross.
unsalted once by accident because I didn't read right, and all of a sudden I was taking. I'm like, oh no, I'm literally just salting the shit out of my
Yeah.
peanut butter. Hell no. That's what I do with unsalted butter too.
I'll take all my additives in my Skippy creamy.
Fuck
Give
you.
me all the additives, all the preservatives.
Your palm
I'll take
oil
them all.
Shit.
Yeah. Yum.
Peanut butter is peanut butter.
The
Whatever
consistency
you
is
like
better
and
than
whatever works.
That's true. Yeah.
this. Ezekiel bread tastes like cardboard.
It does. I agree.
It's like
I
chewing
just
on a
do what the
paper
boss
towel.
tells me to do.
Hey, respect. What's up with all the everybody making sourdough bread these days?
He gives me that option too.
It's a trendy thing. I know, like Ashton's brother Austin, his fiance makes like really good sourdough. I've had quite a few batches when I've been down there, and it's really good. And it's just like good for digestion. It's a
Okay.
superior bread, you know.
Huh. I've never actually really given it a chance. So
I don't
does
know,
it
it's
taste
good.
sour?
No.
No. Okay.
I guess it's just the name.
Yeah, just sourdough.
I've never tried sourdough either.
No, like I've always not done it because I thought it would taste maybe a little sour.
No, it tastes delicious. It's kind of like, the opposite of like you'd think buttermilk tastes good, and really that's just acidic and sour as all hell and viscous, and it's just
True. That's very true.
oh yeah.
So I don't know who else is jumping on tonight. This might not be the longest one ever. I did have a question that I think I want to save for a different podcast because I think getting everybody's thoughts and inputs would be pretty cool. Oh shit! Speaking of opinions, though,
Luke's on.
Wow.
I fucking called that shit.
the angler himself.
Yeah, we have the Curious Quartet on here.
Yeah,
He's probably coming live from his car.
yeah. I can't tell. I can't hear him either. He's muted. Oh, he's gone.
He dumped.
He's
He's gonna have a lot to say, especially after last week missing that episode.
Yeah, I know. I guess before we get into this, do you want to talk about Detroit a little? I guess I can pull up some pictures. It honestly, great ran show, fantastic. Like Fua does a great job.
Agreed.
I just personal, and this is not hate, but when you go from a weekend you have it like the Arnold, and then you go to like Detroit next week, it felt a little, I don't want to say underwhelming, but just like you kind of knew
You go
who
from a
thought was gonna win.
star-studded, you go from a star-studded lineup to just Mo Fuda and
Yeah,
a wonky Blessing.
yeah.
I think the fans really wanted, or were really hoping for like a Martin or Nick to jump in that show.
Yeah.
I'm shocked they didn't. One of them didn't.
What up,
I think
Luke?
Nick is being a lot more strategic with what he's doing, and I think Martin's really just kind of, going dark and just working on improving. I heard he was competing in the Arnold UK. I saw it. Okay, so that'll be interesting.
Martin and Blessing. Martin, Blessing. Who else was it? Hassan's doing it again.
Who was Blessing's coach?
Patrick Moore. I can't remember who he was with.
He was working with.
No, he left Patrick Tour and he went back to George.
Oh wow! So he was working, because I know he was working with Mike a little bit.
He said it wasn't the post I saw this morning. He said he left his previous coach and reached out to George 8 weeks out because things weren't working and his legs were coming in too stringy.
Oh.
That's explained. He said that's explaining why, like, he had the stomach distension because he had to eat so much food to get more into his body to give that full look.
Okay. All right.
He probably had a lot to lose then, because he still wasn't really in good shape.
No.
He
said that though.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So it's like, I know my coach is a conditioning guy. So he was probably pushing the conditioning. His legs it's like, probably because he just wasn't in good shape to begin with to start.
Yeah. What's up, Doug? Fresh out the barber chair, I can tell.
Yeah. It's been a while since I had a nice little fresh cut. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Looking good.
I appreciate it. Who was y'all talking about just now?
Blessing.
Oh yeah, man. He just don't ever do it for me on show day.
No, nothing ever.
Looks great online, but just stage ready.
Yeah. Yeah, I kind of feel it's like the upper body is crazy. Like Blessing he can hang with anybody with his upper body. Yeah, but you just get below the waist, pause, and he's a little light down there,
It's really weird because looking when he was on the live stream, it looked like his legs were more straight up and down, but you saw a video of him getting like dabbed up and protan backstage and his legs looked fucking huge. I'm like,
yeah.
What the fuck happened between?
I think because
that knee injury looks crazy, bro.
Yeah, I think he's a big guy. You know what I'm saying? I don't see the development as much in his legs as I think they should be.
For sure.
Whatever happened to his knee? Because that thing was just like.
That's what I'm saying. You could see the injury like on his knee.
Yeah, it literally looked like like you're in the woods and you see like a big knot on a tree like bulging out. Like that's what that looked like.
So he actually did have a knee injury. Like I didn't
Yeah,
know.
no, he's been dealing with a bad knee injury, but like it's so bad that it was like go look at his pictures and look at his kneecap. That shit's like swollen like a month.
Oh yeah, it was huge.
It was brutal.
Wow. Yeah, I mean, shit. I mean, if you can't,
he's kind of shocked because he can't even train legs and that's what he needs to bring up. But like,
Yeah, that's what I was gonna
like,
say.
I
If you
know
can't
he's
even
going through it.
when
Yeah.
you can't train legs, then I mean, I don't know. I mean, good on him for getting a second place without being able to train legs. That speaks volumes, I guess. But yeah, that's tough. I don't know.
I think second place for him was a gift.
I swear to God, you took the words right out of my mouth.
Dude, I'm sitting there and I'm like, okay, like wasn't in shape, all things considered. Horrible stomach distension. He couldn't even control that shit.
Let me
And then
ask you though, and I think y'all talked about this probably right before I got on, but like, who did you have in second? Like,
I would have put Elias in second.
I would have put Elias in second.
Yeah, I would have put Elias.
I mean, Elias looked good, but I think he was a little shallow in the chest.
Well, yeah, I mean that was the one thing, but like, look at that. He had probably the best conditioning in that class.
Oh, he did.
He didn't really like he
yeah,
could have
head
had a
to
little
toe.
more.
He looked better than Blessings to me. Head to
Yeah,
toe.
like okay, you could argue that his back was a little bit weaker than some of the others, and his chest looked a little bit. I guess I'll use the word flat. And I love Elias; he's my boy, so this is no hate to him. But when you look at him as a complete bodybuilder, it's like okay, he's got chest shallowness and needs a little more back, right? Then you compare Blessing, like didn't pose that well, stomach distension, leg issues, and conditioning. So there's 4 things versus 2 weaknesses on Elias. You know what I mean? Like that right there, like, and then when Elias turned around, like that conditioning in his hamstring and glutes was ridiculous.
He was peeled. He was peeled, but I don't know. The whole show just was mad underwhelming to me. Like as far as like,
that's what
that's what Mike was just saying before you got on.
Yeah.
That's what Mike was just saying.
Like Elias looked great, and like I can fully understand how he deserved a second in that lineup. But when I think about like a second place open pro bodybuilder at any open, like I don't know, like I just felt like nobody deserves second, to be honest.
Well, I mean, you gotta be realistic too, Luke. It is a matter of who shows up at every show.
I know. I'm not. It's no hate. It's no hate. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's why I'm saying the show kind of underwhelmed me. I'm just like nobody. Like I'm like good for Mo. Obviously, I love Mo's physique. I think he's a great bodybuilder. But like even him, I'm just like he looks pretty good. I guess he wins.
Yeah.
Like I'm saying, it wasn't like anyone walked out and you're like, oh fuck.
Yeah.
I don't think
I
anyone was like
thought
that.
Mo definitely improved from the Arnold though. He was definitely tighter and a little bit more hard on stage. I mean, I thought Mo's look definitely improved for sure.
But too, what plays the issue in that, Luke, is we live in a generation now where people feel like they're supposed to win all the time. So we got a lot of bodybuilders who don't compete.
Yeah, facts.
You know what I'm saying? Like they feel like
it is weird that not a lot of people are doing that show because it's a week after the Arnold.
Yep.
Everyone knows the production's good. They take care of their athletes. The pictures are good. The whole 9.
And the prize money is good. It's $25 grand.
It don't make sense to me why, genuinely. Like I know he's got his plans and shit, but like, why is Nick Walker not doing that show? That don't make no sense.
I think he's going to Pittsburgh.
Yeah, but still, bro, it's a drive. You could drive it from fucking Ohio. You could drive there, collect the $25. I don't care how much money you got. 25 G's is a lot of money. $25,000 and an Olympia qualification that he needs, by the way, right?
Yeah,
and it's a week later, bro.
I agree with you, but I think he was. I think it was recommended he not do that.
Okay.
Really?
You know what I'm saying?
I see.
Yeah.
But
I can see why Martin probably wouldn't do that show just because.
Yeah, well, that makes sense. I would not expect. If Martin did that show, I'd say it's a horrible idea. But everybody else, pretty much, it's like that show should be pulling some pretty serious bodybuilders, and like because you look at the rest of the shows. Watch for this year. Look at the rest of the shows in the U.S. They're going to be
stacked.
So like, why is that one show like a little underwhelming? Not like I don't know. Yeah, I don't really get it.
Do you think it's because it only has 3 classes? I mean, 2 classes.
And maybe it's a little
classic.
And maybe it's a little early in the year too for some people. I think
it's probably the schedule. That's the thing. But I don't think it's a class thing because I think as an athlete, like as an open pro, I'm not picking shows based on whether or not they have bikini. You feel me? I'm picking shows because they're open show and it fits a timeline.
Yeah, I feel like that looks like it because you think because it's a little early in the year.
I think if you put that show in July or August, that show is fucking stacked.
Yeah, but that's the thing is, and I heard him.
If you put it like mid or the end of April, it would still be good because it gives you plenty of time to regroup after the Arnold.
Yeah, a month later.
I heard the thing is that obviously how it works, like with the NBC and the IFBB, like they give you a time of the year that they want you to have a show at, and you have some flexibility, but you can't just be like, oh, I want to put it in this time because.
Yeah, I'm sure there's stipulations with that.
I've heard people say like the prime time that all these guys want their show is right before USA's or right before Nationals, so they get all the amateurs coming in and qualify. So that's where they make all their money. So every show would be right in the middle of July or right before Nationals at the end of the year if that was the case. But I think they need some US shows in the fall, bro. Like after the there's nothing. Like I would compete this year if there were US shows after the Olympics.
Me too.
But there's nothing.
I mean, there's no reason why there's no pro show in Boston or Massachusetts.
Yeah, I think that's a money thing.
It is for sure. It is for sure.
Which is crazy to me if you can pull sponsors and people who got the money that want to, put into it. I mean, I don't know, man. It's just bodybuilding is so tricky in that regard because I do like that the prize money is creeping up over 10 grand for the open. And even in some of the 212 classes, it's creeping up over 5 grand, which is good for the sport. But like you guys say, there aren't enough shows in the States. They're just not.
Yeah. Bro, I mean, there's only 4 212 shows in the US this year?
Mm-hmm.
Something like
that's
that?
crazy.
4 or 5, I think. I think you're right, Luke. I think it's just 4.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Mike's doing two of them at least?
Yeah, he's doing the New York and then the Florida show. And then after that, it's like, I think there's Toronto. Oh, well, Toronto's not the US, but there's like two others, I think. I don't even know.
Yeah.
Maybe Tampa, Texas might be it. I don't even know. Whatever.
No, Tampa and Texas just removed theirs. They don't have it.
Really?
There's no more 212 for them.
For Tampa or Texas, yeah.
What about the Atlanta? I know the Atlanta had.
Yeah, that's why there's only 4.
That's why there's
Atlanta probably got it then. Atlanta probably got it.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
I mean, I'm not surprised though, man. I mean, ultimately at the end of the day, like Luke said, man, everybody know open is the money maker, bro. Like it is what it is. But it just sucks that there aren't enough like sponsors and companies that want to, put their money where their mouth is, man, and like, create some more shows for people in the States,
Yeah.
Especially because there's men's physique shows every other goddamn weekend.
75 shows.
So many of them fucking shows.
Bro, there was a classic
75.
show. There's a classic show there's like 2
every weekend,
bro. There's
2 every weekend.
all over the place. Like
every weekend.
Shit. So weird.
Do you guys think people attend those shows as fans? Do you think
No.
No, because what's the prize money? Like $2,500 for first place for men's physique? Like,
and then especially if it's not like considered a tier 1 show.
Yeah.
Absolutely not.
and the sanction fees are probably significantly less.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy.
They're getting family and friends, bro. Yeah, they're not filling seats with fans.
All right, so I'm gonna skip over the rest of Detroit. No offense, I'm sure other channels is gonna talk about Detroit. Probably more in depth. I want to talk.
Can I just say this, Mike? Though.
Oh yeah.
I wanted to say this. I do Detroit, awesome backdrop.
Yes.
Those are the King of Detroit. That was a pretty clear example of like a level of conditioning difference between Wesley and Mo. Wesley was fucking peeled.
Also, honestly, he didn't look that small next to Mo.
No,
he's just tall.
That's because, bro,
he's just tall.
Wesley's 6'3", 250. Bro.
Yeah, he's just tall.
He
had those striations going through his chest, delts, arms when he hits like that.
To be 6'3", he's put together really fucking good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw them stand next to each other. I said, "Uh-oh, this is kind of embarrassing for Men's Open."
Last year, Bonac smoked Grego.
Yeah,
it's just that Wesley's a big dude, like structurally, and Mo is not.
He is
so, and Mo's not a big dude structurally. So
yeah, no, it's true. It's true. So I want to get into We were starting to talk about this in the podcast, but Luke said like let's save for the in the chat, and Luke said let's save for the pod. What or who is to blame for the boom in young steroid use?
The internet and the Trend Twins.
I was about to say Trend Twins would definitely be on there.
Yeah, bro, because you got people running trend in regular cycles, and I'd be like, why?
Yeah.
Why?
Trend.
You know what's funny though? The Trend Twins don't even really use it like that.
I know it's just a gimmick. Exactly.
You know, you would think when Boston Lloyd was still around, like all the stuff he was promoting, and you know, and he only because I knew Boston pretty well. Like he only did that crazy stuff on himself. When he was, you know, posting all of his stuff, everyone was like, that is stupid. Don't do that. And it was almost like him posting that, like people were like, don't do that much stuff. I don't want to know when, and I don't really know if it is the Trend Twins that did this. There's got to be some like shitty little influencer that we're not naming right now. That's like
there's a ton of people, but I think the internet contributed to it because it's more. It's like I think Ranson said it. Once upon a time, you had to earn the right to talk to somebody about that. It wasn't so openly discussed. You know what I'm saying? I even remember when I first got into bodybuilding, I was never naive to it. But it wasn't something that I felt like I could just walk up to a pro and just start having a conversation with him about his cycle, what I should do, this, that, and the third. I just never felt like that. But now it's so openly. I mean, you have guys that be pinning themselves, showing people on their fucking social media right now.
Bro, I saw a video of a kid injecting in a airplane bathroom in the sky.
Yeah,
and posted it online.
Yeah, like, man.
That's wild, bro.
Yeah, it's desensitizing people to it.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like it's so openly and out there now that when you're 15, 16, you know, these kids nowadays are trying, you know, stuff that guys 100 pounds bigger than them is doing, and it's just ridiculous at this point. You know, I've even had a few people that I worked with in the past when they sent me their protocol, I'm like, you don't even look like you're running this shit. Is your shit fake?
Yeah, for sure.
They don't know like training, eating properly. You know, they probably think they do, but they don't. I mean, there was a kid who was 17 years old that's on a whole bunch of stuff I was talking to the other day, and 17 years old, like maybe 210, and the kid's like 6'1", right? 750 test, 600 trend, 50 milligrams of Anavar a day. That's what this kid was taking. You know, can barely bench press 275.
Yeah.
Right. And I'm like, what are you doing? And I like this kid. I'm like, what the hell are you doing? He was telling me that everyone in his high school is on PEDs, and they're making fun of kids for not being on cycles. So all these kids are feeling the stress. Like, I need to hop on a cycle.
Yeah, it's crazy. I think what I hate the most is like, all right, when I got into bodybuilding, PDs weren't really talked about, right?
Exactly.
So the general fan was like, all pros lie about what they take. All right, cool. We open up a little bit through the 20 teens and we start talking about like what pros' actual doses are. And the casual fan still doesn't want to believe it, right? Like they hear, all right, most pros use like a gram a test, you know, another compound to use 600 to 800, you know, it's all pretty standard. And they go, well, I fucking run that. How come I don't look like that? They must be lying. They run more. Like,
because you lift like a bitch.
Yes, but like the problem is that no matter what we ever say and what information we try and give, it's going to be such a small amount of people that it resonates with. And I think the majority of fans are just never going to believe.
Well, you got to remember too, most people don't put all the phases together in regards to the diet too, right? Like most kids, they're eyeballing their shit. They don't really know how many grams of protein they're getting. They don't know the carbohydrates they're getting. They're also not recovering properly. Like they're not doing everything on all phases.
Yeah, but even that being said, bro, it doesn't even matter. Like Mike said, Like, it don't matter what you say. There's going to be a group of people that say, "Oh my God, you're taking way too much," and then there's going to be people that say, "You're lying. You're taking way more than that. You're not telling the truth."
Yeah.
I always say, like, bro, you take what you have to take, okay? And drugs are not going to build a physique. So these kids, they're grown ass men at the end of the day. I mean, some of them literally aren't, but eventually they will be, and they'll learn by the time they are grown ass men. Like, if you want to run yourself into the ground with gear, you will quickly learn that that's not the answer. And then
because they don't realize the more you take, the more you got to take to continue to get a result. So if you're running unreal numbers in your 20s, you're not going to last until your 30s.
Not only that, you're running these high numbers as a teenager, or very early 20s, and you're like your diet's on point, but like even running so much so fast is counterproductive too, because then your body's just a fucking toxic mess.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing. It goes back. I've said this before, and me and Mike were training with this kid today, giving him some pointers on some training stuff. But it's the same principle. He was asking questions about training, but all this stuff is who can do it for the longest, right? You need to set yourself up to be able to do it for the longest. If you want to blast fucking 4 grams of gear out the gate, yeah, you'll make a lot of progress real quick. It's over by the time you're 25. That's how far you're going to get. You know what I mean? It's the same thing with training and all this kind of stuff. Like, you want to get in the gym and you want to, throw around weight you can't handle. You'll look pretty for that day and you'll get a lot of views on Instagram, but then you're going to tear a muscle when you're done. You know what I'm saying? So,
or your
it's
joints.
Luke,
yeah,
not even that, bro. These kids don't even know how to fucking change a tire. They don't know how to tie a knot properly. They barely just started shaving their face, and they don't have the mental capacity to understand what the fuck they're doing. They're not looking 5 years, 10 years down the line. They're looking at just right now, and then they get all those androgens in them, and they're probably fucking beating their hogs 50 times a day, and their judgment completely clouded.
Yeah,
they're not thinking of anything but the moment that they're in. And they just, those androgens are messing up their heads.
We live in an impatient society, man. People want results last week.
Their brains haven't even fully developed yet. Like, they can't even make proper decisions.
Yeah. It sucks because just like from what I've noticed, like, so speaking for myself, how I was never naive to it when I started the sport. My pops never let me be naive to it. But I also knew that before I did it, I needed to make sure that I was serious about it and I was ready, so I trained for 7 years before I even did my first cycle. I literally reached my natural potential. I was weighing 215 natural, training hard. And that's what a lot of guys don't really understand is everything happened for me by default. I was and as a matter of fact, I was 35. I think when I 34 when I ran my first cycle, and I thank God I had the coach that I had, because his rule of thumb was get the most out of the least. Why run a high number when you don't have to run a high number? You get what you can out of the least, and then you slowly over time increase things. You don't just fucking dive right into this shit. But like I say, fortunately for me, I'm a man of patience. I never was in a rush. I've seen what happened to guys that burn themselves out doing that. And I didn't want that to be me. Ironically, 10 years of straight competing, it's like, thank God I haven't had any major scares, no wild tears, no injuries or nothing like that, because I wasn't in a rush like some of these kids are. They want to get to the top so fast, and they don't realize, bodybuilding is an expensive hobby. Regardless of how much money you want to spend on gear, if you're not equally spending that amount of money on food and recovery, you can do everything. You can spend all the money in the world and you can still never win, still never get to the top.
I got a question for y'all. It's not on the same subject, really, kind of. Have you guys ever thought that you was having a heart attack?
Yeah.
Like,
No.
have you ever been like, oh, I think this is it?
Whenever
Yeah.
I one time I had that
Hell
drink
yeah.
off, and I thought I was gonna die in my bed.
Oh yeah.
I thought it was over a couple times.
For a long time, I would suffer from anxiety attacks and full-blown panic attacks.
Yeah.
The first time I ever had a panic attack,
Uh-huh.
I was like, that's it, I'm gone.
For sure. Yeah.
You know,
I had one last night. This is why I talk about it, because I had one last night, bro.
Yeah.
And you sit there, the Eddies was kicking my ass. So first out the gate, we'll understand that. The edibles were
definitely.
The edibles were in my head. But I was sitting there, and then you go, oh man, I feel a little weird, like my chest feels tight, or oh my arm, but then that you're just high, right? Like this isn't real. You gotta like stay grounded. But at the same time, you go
that mindset when you're high.
Yeah, at the same time you go, but what if I really am having a heart attack and I'm just not paying attention because I'm high, and I'm just like go lay down because everything's cool?
That's that overthinking from being high.
Yeah.
That just sounds like high anxiety.
At least once a week.
It was. It's just anxiety. It's just high anxiety, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
But I still went up to Shay and I grabbed her hand. I said, "Hey, can we just go sit on the couch? Sit on the couch for a minute?"
Yeah.
I just
you can ask Ashlyn so many times I've done this. I'll just be like, "Hey, can you just listen to my heart? Make sure I'm okay."
just
like what the fuck is she gonna do anyways? But just by her saying like you're fine, I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
You know what I learned, Mike? If I'm ever like just too high where I'm having the anxiety attacks, I will literally start chewing on whole peppercorns.
Ooh.
And it actually helps. It actually helps deregulate it. I read it. I tried it. It works.
Really?
Yeah.
Whole peppercorns.
Whole peppercorns. I just chew that shit.
It's spicy, right?
Why is it spicy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Interesting. Huh.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, but just I brought up your point, Ransom, you talked about in your story. Is that when I got into bodybuilding, it was definitely something that I knew I couldn't just walk up to a professional and have a conversation with him about his cycle.
Yeah.
You had to earn the right to even, were you training consistently? What's your food like? Like those things are more important than the amount of gear you want to run. Because I know people that
100%.
run high numbers of shit and they look like dog shit because they don't eat and they train like pussies.
Dude,
you don't even know how to fucking execute.
I'm sure all this had this too. Like I've had people come to me like for client consults and they'll lay out what they're using, and I'm just like, this is like over double of what I've ever used. And you look like an average guy in the gym. Like,
real shit.
Take this shit out and let's up your training intensity. Like, oh, I train hard. I'm like, no, you don't. No. Or else you look way different taking all of this. Sorry.
Some of these dudes have like the most mid or trash genetics possible.
Okay.
And they're just fucking throwing the kitchen sink at it. It's just making them look worse.
So I was gonna say that. Oh, Brandon, I think you're just talking
your
yourself
mic's
right
gone,
now.
bud.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can't hear you, brother.
I was gonna say this. I'm play devil's advocate here. Do you think there's a lot of people with just trash genetics that are trying to bodybuild in this world?
Yes.
In like
With it being more mainstream now, absolutely.
Yes.
And you think we're seeing like high numbers because dudes are just trying to push their genetic limits when they just don't have very high ceilings?
It's really both, bro. And that's why I say like
it's both.
It's like
there's
this shit to me.
coaches out there that work with specifically work with guys who don't have good genetics and are known just to blast gear on these guys to do something. There are those coaches out there that are known for, hey, if you don't have good genetics, we can work together, but no, I'm gonna fucking blast the fuck out of gear on you. Like I've seen those protocols and they're fucking stupid.
Well, that's the problem. Most of these influencers who are turning bodybuilders that have good genetics, everyone's seeing them and thinking that, hey, I can fucking do this too, and I'm gonna crank up the gear when they have zero genetics and don't understand. You need to start from the bottom up and start working on things that matter first, the most, rather than having just to rely on fucking gear.
I want to say this for people that are watching. I'm probably gonna get some hate for this, but whatever. It's my opinion. I don't think Sam Sulek has the best genetics, like structurally, but what Sam does is he just works incredibly, incredibly hard.
Yeah, I mean, because this
You know?
also been proven that if you don't have genetics and you work hard, you can still create a nice body, and God willing, still
All right,
have.
I'm gonna call bullshit though. I'm gonna say, hold up. I disagree. I
Here we
disagree.
go.
I truly think that in bodybuilding, we've been saying this forever to people. Like, you can just outwork, you can just work hard and have a good physique. I think we got to kill that narrative and let people know that, like, if you
well,
love this, do it, right? Like, if you
So-
love it, do it.
Do
But
you want me to tell you why I say that?
yeah,
I just seen a picture of what Nick Walker looked like when he first started getting into bodybuilding. With all due respect, he was not genetically gifted.
but he was genetically
not.
gifted with the ability to assimilate food,
But you
assimilate
get what
drugs.
I'm saying? He didn't. There are some guys that you can look at and you can be like, "Oh shit, he got it." If I saw Nick Walker, I think the picture I just saw, 2015 or some shit like that, you couldn't fucking tell me that kid was gonna be who the fuck he is today.
Well, that's because it takes time, you know, what he
But
was
that's
doing.
what I mean. If
But
you're
you also
willing to
understand,
put in
too.
the work, right? Because he also, in my opinion, was somebody who might have done a little bit of crazy shit, but he also was eating. Like, I've spent time with him. That motherfucker don't miss.
Oh, I know. A lot of those top tier guys.
You know what
are
I'm
not
saying?
missing.
But you have some guys that don't have the genetics and they miss. They don't fucking, and then in their mind, they also think too, because they could go get a famous coach or a well-known coach, and they think that coach is going to take them to another level. And it's like, bro, at the end of the day, none of that shit matters. Are you going to put the fork to mouth? Or are you going to eat the motherfucking food day in and day out and train day in and day out? Like, think about this.
People don't want to. They want the fucking easy road.
Exactly. And think about this, Mike, because I know you've dealt with this too. Somebody can come and train with you for a day and they'll be like, "Oh, I think I can do what you do." No, can you come tomorrow and bring that same intensity?
Yeah.
Can you finish the week and come back next week and bring that same intensity? Matter of fact, how about 3 months from now? Do you think you can do this? Now tell me, can you do this for 7 years in a row? That's where people get this misconfused. You know what I'm saying? Because all of us on this podcast right here, we've all been training a long fucking time. Me, my daughter's 15. I've been training for 15 years.
I've been 15 years this month, actually. Same. Yeah.
15.
But I think there are a lot of people out there that nail all their variables and still never progress better than a fourth place in a regional.
Yeah, I agree with that.
You're gonna have that though. Not everyone rises to the top, man. Like the cream always rises to the top. It doesn't matter whether you're fucking blasting gear or not. The people who are the best they're gonna be the best. It's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Right. I mean,
sure.
Let's be real. There's gonna be like there's levels to this. Some people will never reach that level, and there's a lot of people who don't want to face that fact.
Yeah.
And dude, I've had guys this year, or last year, they kind of like, yeah, I want to turn pro in the classic physique, that's going all this. I'm like, all right, cool. We need to take like 2 years of an off season to actually like build what you need. And they're like, oh well, like,
yep, they don't want to do it.
I want to compete in the spring. I'm like, no, your back sucks. You have like no back. Like there's nothing there. Your structure and shape's not bad, but like you got a lot of tissue to put on before you even contemplate competing.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, well, no, and then they end up not following program, doing anything else, and then you end up getting mad that
that's what I mean. Can you stay consistent year in, year out?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
coach, and then the same thing happened with that because they just hop and they never make progress, and then they wonder why. It's like, because you can't do the simple shit. You can't log your training, you can't do your nutrition, like you can't stay consistent on anything for more than a week and a half. Like, how the fuck do you expect to make progress that way?
Mike, we've had these conversations before where people have come to, I'm sure all of us, and been, hey, I want to do a regional show and I want to turn pro and be on a pro stage by the end of the year. What are you? What the fuck are you talking about? This isn't something you just fucking pick up and learn inside of a year.
Like, percentage of that happens
so many years to progress.
So small. It's so small.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean. And then so many things have to align right. You know,
you don't realize how small you are until you're shredded.
Dude, I know all y'all can probably have the same exact experience. Your first, or like I know at least my first national show I went there and definitely was nowhere near ready to compete at a national level. But you realize that once you're there, I'm like, look at these dudes, like, fuck, that guy's giant. Like, I'm glad I'm not like in his class. He's probably gotta be like a super. And someone's like, oh, that's a middleweight. And I'm like,
yeah.
Okay, now I understand. All right, cool. Nice big slice of humble pie. Time to fucking work my ass off for a few years. And dude, I think some people just need to they'll get humbled quick at it, but
that's why some people do need to go to a national to realize the next level that you have to get to in order to be able to win at that level,
dude.
Because most people, I swear to God, it really bothers me on how people think it's easy to win a bodybuilding competition. The higher you climb, the harder it gets.
Yes. Especially like any of us that are coming, it's like light, heavy, and heavyweight at a national level show. Good luck unless you're spot on, because there's so many people who come there like fucking bringing it. That those are hard fucking classes to win, man.
Jansen, I had a client. I had a potential client, a consult this week when I was away for work.
Yeah,
and he was like, "All right." He's like, "Listen," he's like, "I think I have a pretty good base." He's like, "I want to do like a regional show, qualify for nationals, and do nationals here, and try to turn pro." And I said to him, "I go, hold on for a second." And I sent him like pictures of top national level competitors, and I go, "You think you could stand next to this guy and hold your own?" They're like, "I'm not even close to that level yet." I go, "That's national level competitors right there. Those aren't pros. Those are national level. So if you don't think you can even hold a candle next to these guys, there's no way you're doing that." And then it's like, oh shit. I'm like, you've been lifting for not even a year yet. Like it's gonna take time.
Yeah.
5 years.
That's what I mean. Like, most people don't realize it takes the average person 5 to 7 years to turn pro. You know what I'm saying? And give or take, some people, we know 2-show pros. Like, can it happen? Absolutely. But is it
fucking anomaly right there?
Yeah, like that shit don't fucking happen. And then
his name is Doug.
When Seth told me this, Seth Feroci told me this. He said, "Dude, you know how many people turn pro and never win a pro show? Never.
Or never compete again."
Again, his name is Doug.
That is not an easy fucking thing to do. One motherfucker wins. One.
That was actually my wife, Dougie. She turned pro at 23. She did her regional show, then won the overall at USA's in 2018 for women's physique.
It happens. You know what I'm saying? And you're just like, well, shit, you just fucking got it. You know?
Yeah.
The guy, when he gets to North Americans, he did a show, and a week and a half later did North Americans and turned pro.
And no shit. Wow.
Yeah, so I was talking with him yesterday because we went and did a seminar in Raleigh. He lives in Raleigh. I drove out there to do a seminar, and he was there. We were talking, like, he was like, yeah, I didn't realize, I guess, like, how good I was. He's like, or like how rare it is for someone to turn pro like that. I'm like, dude, you don't understand how special you are, man. You're going to be crazy, especially if you stick with this.
Exactly.
That right there is like top tier genetics.
Turn pro. Like, someone to do a show and a week and a half later turn pro after the first show, like, that's unheard of, man.
Think about it like this, Mike, because you're a basketball player. And I had this conversation with some high school kids, right? You know the guys that never get playing time in the NBA? They're fucking great. They will come to your neighborhood basketball court and sweep every motherfucking body. But they're at the highest level. And to be the 1% of the 1% is not an easy fucking thing to do.
Yeah,
and most people just don't understand it. They see the Nick Walkers, the C bums, They see the guys who win all the time and they think it's going to be like that for them. And it's like, nah, bro. Nah, ain't like that for everybody.
Facts. And I think that people think that like if you're not winning pro shows, you're a bad bodybuilder.
Facts.
And I always remember what Cedric said, right? Like just because you don't win doesn't mean you're a bad bodybuilder.
Facts.
Like you everybody that's in the pro league is a great bodybuilder. That's just you don't get to the pro leagues without being a great bodybuilder.
Yep.
That just is what it is.
Yep.
You know? It's the elites. It's the elite.
Which is why when we walk around to our regular gyms in our neighborhoods, everybody's in wow, but we know that other fucking level. So when somebody's like, "Man, Doug, you're fucking huge," I'd be like, "No, I'm not." But thank you, I appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not. You understand? Yeah. I know what fucking huge is, and it is not me. Because my first time ironically, my first time really experiencing that was at the Olympia, because I was fortunate enough the first time I never made a first call out was at the Olympia. But I remember being backstage, looking at Kamal, looking at Keon, looking at these other fucking dudes like, oh, there's a whole nother level I got to get to. Like, I'm thankful to be here. I'm blessed. I'm appreciative of it. But I'm nowhere caliber of those guys. I was not ready for that shit, bro. So that was my experience to be like, yeah, Doug, you better get your shit together if you ever think about getting back.
Yeah, facts. Do you guys see Linda Murray's post about being an IFBB pro at all?
Yeah. I did.
I thought that was a really good post.
It is.
Yeah, it's something that like I personally like take super serious and important. Like giving back at the regional show level, like that's something that I just enjoy doing. I kind of wish I saw more pros. Doug, I know you do it a lot. Something that I wish I saw more pros doing, because we all know what it's like to be that day one person getting up on stage. Yeah. And I remember being at the Cutler for the first time and seeing like David Henry in the crowd. You know what I mean? Like these big names to come out and support first timers in any way that they can, whether that's sponsoring or just expediting. I thought that post was really important, and I would like to see more pros just be a little bit more active at the amateur level.
Yeah, because
I'm not even a pro, but I like going to those shows just to support everybody, just because I love bodybuilding.
Yeah, because what it does too, it shows people, first of all, that you're not an arrogant fucking prick, and you don't think that you're above everybody else when you go to these shows. And that's the one thing for me. I try to make myself available to people because I don't ever want to be perceived as somebody who thinks they're better than because of me being a pro or anything that I've ever won. That's why I love Cedric McMillan. He's one of my favorite bodybuilders because we're all the same, bro. Like we all took the same path to get here. Some took a little longer than others, but I have such a respect for anybody who's a pro or anybody who bodybuilds. You understand? Like you don't even got to be a pro. I know I can still learn something from you. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I think that part of the sport has gotten lost with social media because people have followings and shit now, and people just think that they're too good to come to a pro show and help out at the front reception desk or help out with passing out awards, or you understand what I'm saying? Like just being a part of the show and helping facilitate, you know, the up and coming bodybuilders and just being a support of the show. Like I love that she made that post. I agree with it.
I do too, man. I've even like contemplated trying to get into judging. And like I would honestly love to like start doing that and, you know, supporting that way with like local level shows and stuff too, man.
Yeah. The past couple of years, I helped judge the University of Pittsburgh bodybuilding competition.
Hell yeah.
Prior to that, we got another college up here called University of Slippery Rock. You know, so I'm trying to put myself in those spaces just to be a familiar face for people, to let them know too. I'm transparent. You can ask me questions. I prefer you to ask me questions because I don't want you to bump your head like a lot of people do when you can just ask me, you know, because you still have So ironically at the pit, and I told him to ask me questions because I know y'all gonna do some stupid shit that you're probably thinking before the show. Because when I started bodybuilding, there was still that thing of no water or no liquids on show day.
Yeah.
So some people still do that. And a couple of the kids asked me that. And I'm like, absolutely not. Please don't. You can kill your fucking self. Do not do that. There is a way to drink liquid on the day you compete. There's a way to do everything. Like, don't do those things. And I think that that's more of a reason why we should be present more, because we're able to stop shit like that.
Yep. Yeah, I highly agree with that, man. And like, just from being at the Arnold last weekend, you know, I was kind of had some full circle moments. It was my first time there as a pro, and I messaged Fuad to see if he would be there to, you know, just want to take a picture with him again, because my first Arnold, I went there, and like I met a bunch of pros that day, right? My very first Arnold, but Fuad was one of the most like memorable dudes that stuck out, because he asked like me and my friend questions about us, and like made sure that we had a good time, you know, and like genuinely cared about our experience there. Like all the other pros there, like did not give a shit about our experience. They were like just tired and angry of being in line and talking to people, which I get, but that left such an impression on me. And I was like, dude, if I ever get to that point, that's how I want to be. I want to make sure that anyone who talks to me leaves with a good impression, and like leaves with wanting to keep doing this. And you know, that's something I kind of strive to do with for as long as I do this. Is I help out any way I can. Fucking any kind of expos and stuff I can go to and do. There's so many guys like pros are like, oh, fuck going to that. I don't want to go to that. That's stupid. Like, for one, I don't understand why, because that's just getting yourself exposure to people and getting your face out there.
I think it's a shitty attitude too.
So many people that way. You really can.
That's a fact. That's a fact. Man, I want to do this question, but I want to. Okay, I'll put the question out this week, and let's think on it for next week. Let me pull it up. Okay, what are your favorite? Like, let's do top 3. What are your top 3 favorite bodybuilding vlogs, documentaries, or films? Like, yeah. And we'll just like
I have not watched a single bodybuilding vlog ever in my life.
Same.
I mean,
really?
I could tell you right now.
Overkill.
You've never watched one, Chris?
Blood and
I haven't
guts.
either.
Really? What?
I don't know if I watched the vlog honestly either. But I've watched,
you guys never watched you never watched like Nick Walker's like USA's prep or like North America's prep or anything?
No, I don't fucking care.
Yeah, I've never watched Nick Walker's. I watched a lot of the old school stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Obviously, my favorite one was the first one that I really watched was Generation Iron, and that was when I decided I wanted to give bodybuilding a shot, because that was the first time that I really understood the culture of bodybuilding. Like, I was an ignorant dude at first. My dad used to try to get me into bodybuilding when I was coming out of high school and college. He always felt like I had the body for it, but I used to think them dudes were gay. I used to think that they wore panties and put gloss on their body, and that was just my ignorance to the sport.
And now Doug is one.
That's right. And I've been called gay. I've been told I got a dussy. I've been told all types of
Dude, the first time
I'll admit I watched that.
The first time Doug ever brought that term up, I was like, "A what?"
Dude, I watched that. I watched the clip from that fucking episode the other day when I went through our Talkin Mess channel. I was fucking dying.
Hilarious, you know. But it's cool though now being on the other side, because you understand the ignorance of people. You know what I'm saying? Like, I seen Mike put in his story the other day, people who try to sexualize his post, he's blocking them, because I've gotten that too. You know, and it's like I don't ever look at a bodybuilder and I'm not looking at his junk or her. I'm not looking at none of that stuff.
Yeah, but there are sick fucks out there.
Men, Doug.
I admire the physiques of people who bodybuild because of what it takes. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, people don't realize what you've what we've done to our bodies is thousands of minutes, like the eating, the training, the cardio. You know what I'm saying? It's like that's what I see, the years, the dedication. I don't look at anybody in no kind of sexual way when it comes to bodybuilding anymore. But before I got into it, I definitely had those ignorant thoughts about it. You know what I'm saying? So that was for me, watching Kai Green eat and watching Phil Heath eat, watching Branch Warren go to an event, looking at the chicken like, nah, I'm not fucking with that. I don't know what it's marinated with. I don't know what, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, ooh, shit, that was deep. You know what I'm saying? Because to a regular person, which is funny, you just look at it like, ain't it meat? Because there's been a few times even my wife will be like, I'm making meatloaf. You can eat that. It's meat. And I'm like, nah, babe, I can't eat that. It ain't on my plan. And people don't understand it really unless you're in it. You know what I'm saying?
Same with training intensity, man. Like my one of my favorite clips is it's one of the Kai Greens. I don't know if it's Overkill Redemption, but he's sitting there talking and like about squatting or workouts. He's like, I've passed out in the gym many times. He's like, cool the mentality, that I'm training. Like if I die tonight, if this is where like my life ends, like so be it. I'm dying where I want to be, and like that always like I hear that now, or like saying it's like goosebumps, like oh fuck, like that's the mentality I have like for the gym. It's like if I go in there, like if this weight kills me, fuck yeah, cool. Like
I just want to say this too. I wasn't saying I don't give a fuck about Nick Walker's vlogs. I generally don't give a shit about vlogs in general. I find them kind of boring. We're all eating the same. We're all eating the same types of foods. Varying amounts. We're still doing cardio and training. I'll watch Blood and Guts, all the Branch Warren videos like Unchained, Raw Reality, whatever. I'll watch that. I watched it the other day. I'll watch Ripped to Shreds by Jay Cutler, A New, Improved, and Beyond. I'll watch Ronnie Coleman, Cost of Redemption, Relentless, and Unbelievable. Like I watch those movies because that is nostalgic for me.
Yep.
Brings me back to a stage when I first started getting into this, and that's what I love about it. Like that's why I watch those, but I don't watch Raw.
Yeah, I like the older stuff.
Enjoying all that food in IHOP though. I've watched that video so many times.
See, I always like the vlog videos because like I always felt like if it was like coaching vlogs, like Matt Porter used to have like great ones, right? Like I was like, I can learn, like I'm not at these guys' levels yet. Maybe I can learn something or hear something that like resonates with me, and then I can add it to my bag of tricks, to my arsenal.
But that's why you became a pro, because you understand that bodybuilding is more than sticking a needle in your ass. You know what I'm saying? You understand the other aspects and nuances to bodybuilding, because for you to watch another coach to say, I can learn something from this, that is why you're successful with it. And you got these fucking kids out here watching Instagram influencers do shit that they don't even fucking do to get clicks and views because they know you're just gonna fucking watch the shit. You know what I'm saying?
Think 80% of it is steroids.
For sure. For sure. Excuse me. So Ransom, you're going to Disney tomorrow?
Yeah, man. We're gonna drive down there. It's good, like 9 hours of driving. So
that's not that bad though. 9 hours isn't terrible. It's
I'm talking about the amount of money you're gonna spend in that motherfucker.
Yeah, dude. I'm not looking forward to all the walking and shit I'll end up doing, because we're down there for a week. So we're down there from tomorrow until Sunday. So I'm just talking to you in the chat, but like I'm probably going to try and make it out to Tampa one day, because it's only like an hour and a half away.
Yeah, it's not far
from so from where I am. So I'm make it out there, probably train at least one day with him, get a session in there. We'll be sick.
That's what's up.
Bring comfortable shoes, Ransom.
Man.
Oh yeah.
Ransom,
let me tell you, man, I remember when I took my kids there back in 2017, man, my kids like, we're hungry. And we go to get something to fucking eat, and that shit said $150. I said, oh, that's it. We're done for the day. We're going to the fucking resort. I'm not spending $150 3 motherfucking times in this goddamn park.
Oh no. I mean, they allow food, your own food in, so I've already planned that out. Like, me and my wife have already thought about that. Like, we're doing all that shit. So, and like, I normally like when she's gone in the past, like, you know, she just goes to like the different pools on the Disney like around. And like, honestly, our kids will enjoy that. Yeah. Where we might go to actual like one of the parks like one day maybe and go around, you know, but.
Ranson, I'd look into it because my brother lives down there, and I know Typhoon Lagoon and Blizzard Beach are shut down right now for construction.
Ooh, shit.
Ranson, just an FYI.
Can you please?
I'm not talking about water parks. We're just talking about like because like
each
like resort within Disney has like 3 or 4 pools. Like
I thought you were talking about like
no.
Oh, okay.
I'm not talking about the water parks.
Ranson, can you please get a video with you like flexing with Megatron? Have you seen those on Instagram?
Oh, they're fucking hilarious.
Reels with like Megatron. It's a guy in a Megatron costume. He just insults people, and he is hilarious. And you gotta
find him and do it.
Bubble or something. And have your wife video it.
Okay.
Yeah, because it's awesome. That'd be like the one thing I'd love to do is go down there and just get a little video clip of Megatron.
I will find that and figure it out for sure.
It's wicked
Ranson,
good.
Are you do you like rides?
I do.
You do? Okay.
Yeah.
You might be too big for rides though.
Depends on the rides though, man, because let's see, what was the last time I went anywhere that had rides? Back in 2023, I think, when I was working out in Dallas for a bit and I went to the Six Flags out there.
Yeah.
And so me and one of my coworkers like went out there for a day. And we like pretty much rode every roller coaster. And I'm quite a bit bigger now than then, but like a lot of them were very hard to fucking get into. Yeah. And didn't really fit. And the older ones just beat the fuck out of you the whole time.
Yeah.
So I mean, we'll see what I can fit on and you know what's feasible. But I like rides. I know you know the little ones will like some of them. But yeah, we'll see.
That's what's up. I get scared.
I went to Six Flags in Massachusetts this past year. Like I was thinking, it was right after we got married. We all went, and I got on the roller coasters pretty easy for the most part. And I was like in the 250s. There it was like 255. But I went to try to go on Harley Quinn's little wheel thing. They kicked me off. Because the harness wouldn't close down all the way, and then when I would breathe, I couldn't breathe. My chest would expand it where it like locks. So they're like, I need to go.
Oh yeah.
So there's some stuff I can't fit on anymore. Which to me,
we got to take Mike to Six Flags this summer.
I'm not doing shit. Fuck that. Y'all ain't getting me on there.
He said, I'm not doing shit.
I'll fight you. I'll fight. I don't care.
Any of you ever got on that slingshot down there in Orlando?
Fuck that.
I'll do it. I'll do it.
I'd rather jump out of a plane and skydive than go on that fucking thing.
That shit looks scary as fuck.
I imagine one of those bands snap it and then you're just fucking dead.
That's how I feel. I feel the same way.
Nah.
Slingshot's the one with where you like you're laying on your stomach and they drop you like this.
No,
it's where like they
straight
fucking
up in the air.
No, there's two buttons that come down to a basket.
No.
And you're like locked in it, and then he's released it. It shoots you the fuck up.
The funniest one. Listen, Mike, go on YouTube and find DMX in the slingshot.
Oh my God, that video is hilarious.
All right.
Hilarious, bro. I swear to God. That was how I found out about that fucking roller coaster. Hilarious.
Yeah.
Y'all remember that show Robin Big?
Yeah.
On MTV? You remember they went on the one where they like strap your stomach and then you're laying down and they drop you from really high? And you swing like that? Like you just swing?
Kennywood used to have one of them. I don't fuck with that shit either.
Nah.
Yeah.
I have an irrational fear of like man-made stuff like breaking while I'm on it.
Yeah, same. It'd be just my luck.
I've seen it. I've and my dad done some work at like Carowinds before, like concrete repair work, and like to where like one of the coasters, like it was shearing off bolts on the coaster and shooting them like all the way across the park is where they found bolts for the thing.
Oh, hell no.
Sheared it off before. Oh yeah. And I've seen some others like, and I'll like watch when I go to places like that and like look at stuff like structurally and see if I can see anything wrong. There's been a few times I'm like, I'm not going to that one. I see fucking cracks in the thing. Like, no fucking way. No.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Avoidable death is what I call it. Avoidable death.
Yeah.
I like shit like that.
I don't want to have one of those, fucking Final Destination moments.
That's what I'm
I was
saying.
just going to say that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if you're
I'm
going to
meant
go,
to
that's a
go-
way to go.
If I'm meant to go, I hope it's like by something different than like a roller coaster, bro. That's
Right?
crazy.
Yeah.
What if you get like swallowed up with like a giant sturgeon on a lake somewhere, Mike?
I'm okay with that.
Hey,
that's
that's a
nature.
story, dude.
Nature
That's a
intended it that
story.
way.
Yeah.
But going out
That's
on a
Mike's
roller
feel good
coaster.
spot.
What's that?
Like Mike's on a lake. Fuck that. That's a feel good spot for him.
It's a feel good. Yeah, it's feel good. But yeah, I'm
He's
not
like,
gonna
if
be.
I'm gonna
flung-
die, I'm gonna die.
I'm not gonna be flung from a roller coaster 100 feet up in the air into the parking lot in front of everybody.
Yeah.
Maybe you can stick the landing.
Yeah, I'm good.
Because then it seems
Good.
like you had a choice to live and you chose to not.
Exactly. Yep. That's avoidable death, man. That's avoidable death.
Mm-hmm.
That's funny as hell. I'm glad
Note
I'm not
to
the only one who
self.
thinks like that.
Never take Mike to an amusement park.
Nah, I won't go on shit.
I'll
Oh,
ride certain things.
you know,
but
Mike
then there's
Mike
certain
and Doug
things
are
I
in their heads
won't.
right now being like, that's some white people shit.
I mean,
Bro won't even go on a fucking the go-karts or bumper cars.
I
You
go
know
on
what
that.
you know what I can't ride? Stuff that spins around. Like
Oh,
merry
dude,
go
can't do
round.
it.
No.
Merry go round, I will get
Nope.
sick.
Teacups.
Yeah.
That or the
I will
fucking
get-
swings.
Yeah,
Dude.
I will get
Can you see
sick.
merry-go-round?
Yeah, I
Can you
can.
see Doug riding a fucking horse?
He's clinging on to dear life.
He's holding
like,
on to the fucking pole going up and down.
Mhm.
Yo,
I can't. Nothing that spins around. It's over.
you
Yeah.
guys know the one called the Gravitron? The Gravitron?
You know what you're talking about? Yeah.
Yeah.
Where the floor drops.
Yep.
So no, the seat, like you're like inside like a spaceship and it just spins like this.
Yeah, we used to have one of those in
Yeah.
Pittsburgh. What was
There's,
it?
Yeah.
there's another one at Canopy Lake Park called the Turkish Twist. It's the same.
Did it?
Same thing.
Yeah, it sucks you on the wall, and then the
Yeah.
floor drops, and you're probably like 5 feet above and 5
Yeah, I
feet,
can't
like,
remember what it was called, but
here
we
in
had
town.
one in Pittsburgh, and it would spin you around, and the floor would drop, and you were stuck to the
Yeah.
wall.
Yes.
When
Yep,
I was,
that's
when I was
exactly
a kid,
how
I
it
used to turn myself upside down on that thing.
Yeah.
I went on it like 2 years ago. They talked me into doing it. I said, I won't do a ride up in the air, but I'll do that. I got in it. It was hot too. It was like 98 degrees out, and inside it had to have been 110. Started spinning. I was like, when you start, you already know, like, I wish I hadn't chose to do this, but you can't. Bro, because I was so heavy, that shit shot me against the wall like 30 seconds before anybody else. I thought I broke the ride. I was shot back up against the wall. I let out a sound. I don't know what the sound was. It was enough that the people on either side of me looked at me. And there was a younger kid next to me. He's probably like 10 years old. And he kept looking up at me. And bro, I just shut my eyes and tried to hold it in. As soon as I got out the ride, went to the trash can, puked. Man, it ruined my whole day.
Yeah.
I was sweating.
There's no one
everywhere. My shirt was soaked. I will not do these rides.
I went on the zipper once as a kid, and I got like the one cart that was super spinny. So I was probably doing like 5 like RPMs more than everyone else. And when your equilibrium's off, I got off the ride and I started just walking sideways.
Mhm.
I just threw up in front of everybody, right in front of the ride, everywhere like a little bitch.
Yeah, bro. Yes.
Yep.
I can't do it.
Yeah, when I was younger, I could do the spinny rides. Now, not a fucking
Yeah.
chance.
I can't even watch shit spin anymore.
Yeah, right.
I literally at the fair last year, the kids were on some rides that were spinning around, and I was like looking at it, and I was like, Oh, I can't. Like, I couldn't even like look. I had to turn away because I was about to puke. I was like,
Yeah.
what the fuck has happened to me from being able to go on these rides no problem to now I can't even fucking look at one without like getting dizzy.
I think it's because of how big we are now. I think it must do something with like our organs or our brain or whatever it is when there's like centrifugal force involved.
I'll tell you what's different now that I'm bigger than I was before going down water slides. Let me tell you, dude, the way I go down a water slide now is not like it was before. That shit is fucking scary as hell.
I don't even know the last time I went down a water slide.
No,
Bro, I'm telling you, be careful
yeah,
because it's different.
Your ass is going to
you gotta
go right
really
off that
you gotta
slide.
cross your legs and arms, and you gotta stay really tight.
Yeah, bro, you move so
you
fucking
whip around the
fast.
corners, man.
almost washed up over the corner of one before.
Ooh, shit.
I did too.
Yeah.
I actually flew off the raft in one of those like 2-person slides.
Yeah, bro, our muscle mass is we're like torpedoes.
Yeah.
What happens when you have a lot of body mass and gravity takes its effect on you.
Yeah.
We're reaching terminal velocity a lot quicker.
Come out the end of the slide and just skip like a rock to the edge. Oh, that's crazy. Yeah, I don't know. Oh man, but I don't know. I ain't got shit else to talk about tonight. I'm tired. I'm hungry.
Yeah, it's late too. It's after 9, so this was a good one today. We ended up getting to talk about these young kids, and maybe we can get a little bit more in depth with it. I don't never like to talk about cycle numbers and stuff like that because I don't want kids to try and shit. But I think I know people have even responded to me saying that they like our honesty when it comes to that stuff, and just if kids won't believe anything because we're actually real fucking bodybuilders. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're not internet bodybuilders. We really fucking do this shit on all levels. So
dude, it doesn't. I think it, like, honestly, it doesn't matter what age you're at. Build the strongest base that you can naturally. Eat as much food as you can. Train your ass off. And then when you are working, especially with a coach, one-on-one, and it's been several years and you both feel like you're at that point to make that decision, then fucking do it. Fine. But don't go from 0 to 100, be 18 years old and be on 2 grams of gear. That makes no sense. I, for one, Mike knows it. I mean, like, Chris, you might not. I mean, like, I'm pretty sure you know it too. But I mean, like, and Doug, you know it. Ransom, more so, you're new, like, towards our show. But when I first I started fucking late out of the gate. I didn't even start competing until I was 35 years old, and I did it naturally until I was 38, 38, 39. I didn't start getting on gear until like almost 4 years ago. But I hit my natural potential, and I felt like I could do, some damage if I ended up, jumping on gear, and I did. I went from 170 pounds on stage to my last showing at 220. So it's like,
dude,
it can be there, but you have to build a base.
When I started, when I first got into the gym and started lifting, I was 140 fucking pounds. By the end of that year, naturally, I think I was like up to like mid 160s or like close to 170. I did my very first show that August at like 155, and I said I'll say this year at 224. Right now I'm off season. I'm in the 250 right now, so I put on like over 100 pounds of mass, but it's taken 15 fucking years to get here. And that's
people don't have the patience. That's the problem.
That's a fact. They don't.
And no one wants to think about longevity with it either.
Quick results.
From the time I started this, is like I want to do this for a long ass time. Like I don't want to be one of these guys who just comes in like, oh yeah, I want to turn pro and I want to be retired by like 30. Like, no, I love this shit, man. I love doing it. Like, I want to do it as long as I can. I really do. Like,
that's why I say as long as I'm having fun, I'm gonna compete.
Yeah, man. And I'm 35 now, but like, but I plan on trying to compete as a pro as long as I possibly can do it, until either I have issues where I either don't like it, or I'm starting to have like health complications. God forbid that happens, but like if something else like that happens where I'm like, okay, I need to step away, from my health, then I will. But dude, like I try and do things smart to where I can be at this for the fucking long game. And that's the slower I take with this too, the better things are just going to stay and stick. And it's not just going to be like one of these people who gets into it. They turn pro, they do one show, and then you never hear from again because they get burnt the fuck out of it, or they fuck their bodies up from running too much shit, or they get injured really bad, just because they're trying to push all the time.
Okay, piggybacking off that, like if you're gonna push that quick and you're relying on gear and you want the quick route, there's two things that are going to happen. You're either going to get burnt out and you're physically going to have to stop because something's going on health wise, or two, you're going to end up fucking dead.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, someone posted the other day like a list of like everyone who's won the USAs for the past like 20 years and like nationals for the past like 20 years. And I was going through it, like looking at names just from when I started, so since 2011. And like, there were so many that I looked on there. I'm like, and I was like, who the fuck is this guy? Who is this guy? Like, I know they've never competed as pros. Like seeing guys like, I remember this name, and you go look at them now, and they're like, they look like they haven't lifted in probably like 10 years almost. It's like they downsized drastically. Actually, one of the guys who won, I think, is back like 4 years ago. Now he's small as shit. Like he had some big crazy quads like when he won. I think he may have done like one pro show, and now it's just like he's shrunken up, he's small. Like, well, that's how and people are like, if you get off gear you're just gonna shrink. No. If you get off gear because you were just blasting the fuck like crazy, that's when you get small. The people have been doing this for a long ass time, and just doing it slowly. Yeah, those people don't really shrink, man. If they come off, like their size stays, and it takes a long time for it to fucking go away.
Yeah, you need to come off everything, not eat right, and then not train, and then you'll lose.
And some guys do that. Some guys stop completely. They don't lift anymore. They don't do anything. They just stop completely.
Yeah, I don't think I ever could do that. Even if I get older, I don't think I could, because I would just hate how I look in the mirror.
Yeah, and I would hate my life. Bodybuilding.
I love lifting
training
so
was
much,
my first therapist.
I love lifting so much. I'm gonna be like Dave Tate. Like I'm gonna be sitting there fucking like having to wrap myself up with duct tape and stuff before lifts sometimes just to get through it and know it's gonna hurt like crazy, but I'm still gonna fucking be in there lifting every week, and trying to find a way to work around injuries and shit, at an old age just to fucking be in the gym.
Yep.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Yeah, clap it up. Clap it up. Everybody clap it up. Yeah.
All right, fellas. Pleasure with you guys.
Yeah, appreciate all of you.
Yes.
For real.
Hopefully next weekend we can get the whole crew on here and chop it up.
I'll be on, but I'll be on from Miami.
Ooh, shit. I heard that.
Miami.
I heard that. Well, I'll definitely see you guys next week. Hopefully me and my wife can go somewhere soon.
Yeah. Spring break, baby. Take her someplace nice.
Spring break 98. No parents around.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Later, guys.
All right, fellas. See you.
Bye, guys.